Oh god, today has been such a disaster because I started it and then all of the details were wrong. So it's like, okay, before I start it, let's just end it really, really quick. Okay, yeah, no, today's just been a disaster. It's fine. So you just go here, go to game properties within Steam. Oh, updates. Um, and adjust automatic updates. Do automatic updates. Okay, there we go. Immediately download updates. There we go. But I guess for like right now, we should probably like wait until I launch the game, so then it'll update it right now, right? There we go. You can choose to update the game only when you launch it, which effectively allows for manual updates each time you play. Yeah, let's do that because so then now that I can jump into the game, then it'll update then. But yeah, no, somehow I think that'll be fine. Awesome, awesome. Somehow I moved my entire Steam into being offline, and I don't know exactly how I did that, which is just a little silly. While playing Why Not Both, should Steam be allowed to download other updates? No, it should not download other updates while I'm playing this. I don't want it to ruin my internet. Okay, let's launch it. Let's see if it works. Why not both? Okay. It should be version 1.02. Yes, yes. No, it did not update. What is going on? Hang on. Update Steam client. Steam client not updating. Hang on. I'm not really finding anything useful on how to do that. I do know it's updating for other people. No, that's why I don't think it's at all the game's fault. I think I must have messed something up with Steam. Because again, it's not updating... Not only is it not, like, updating other games... Well, no, it is updating something, because, like, I've gotten a VTube Studio update. Hang on, let me try... really quick. I'm not trying to say the problem is... No, I do think it's on my end, so you're totally fine there. Here, let me... Wait until I launch the game. Okay. Let's try that again. Because I think VTube Studio is the only one that actually has been updating, and I don't know why that is. No. Maybe I need to hit the whole thing with a restart, but if that's the case, then we'd probably just have to wait till next stream to actually do it. Manage. Oh, wait, hang on. I have a thought. And this would only take like a few seconds. Do you think if I uninstalled it and then reinstalled it, it would update with it? Would that work? Why not both? Because I would like to play it up to date. Properties. I will say it isn't that big of a deal, and mostly grammatical fixes. I do think that'll work. Okay, let's try that, because again, it'll only take like... Because the game is a super duper fast download. I think when I was downloading it originally, it literally took like, I don't know, like a minute, if that. So yeah, there we go. Now, install data D. There we go. And it isn't a big game, so it should be quick. Yeah, exactly. So like, it really shouldn't be that big. So I think I just need to look into like my settings and like what else do I have on here that I can look at? Like, okay, so wait. Yeah, because my night... Okay, so this is a weird thing. My Night Rain is also updating, my Elden Ring Night Rain. But a Tithe and Blood isn't working. Twofold is... It just... I think my thing just hates visual novels. I think I think my computer just doesn't like VNs. I think that's what it is. Because that's all the things that aren't updating. Because it's my VTube Studio and Night Rain are getting the updates that they need and like achievements and everything unlocked. All right, yeah, there we go. It's updated. Awesome, awesome. So yeah, it's all working. Sweet, sweet. Thank you for all for bearing with me while I try to figure that out. But yeah, with that being said, let's actually jump on into the story. Boop. So, wait, actually, so last time, I want to talk about what we did last time, just to give a quick refresher. Because it wasn't the longest stream that we did. I'm pretty sure we literally only went through, like, 2 scenes. We got a lot of good Jen and Chloe banter of them, you know, flirting pretty hard, Chloe walking her home, they took the bus ride home together, they got close to talking about, like, their family situations and everything. Yay, exactly, yay. It actually all... I'm glad that actually just worked. Because I was like, if reinstalling it doesn't work, I don't know what would. You know what I mean? I have no idea what that would be. But yeah, so we got some good Jen and Chloe, and I think I feel like I'm just switching up. I feel like I'm just changing teams. But I think I really like Jen and Chloe together. A lot. I think they might be my favorite 2 together. Just not even like not necessarily as a couple, just like in characters, like talking, because I think that their personalities really bounce off of each other super, super well. Like, their chemistry is just, like, instantly there, so it feels like the dialogue between them just kind of flows, if that makes sense. Like, I really like... One of the reasons I really like Chloe and Rio is because I really like the character dynamic of, like, you know, the really happy and bubbly one, and, like, you know, the more dark and kind of broody one. But, like, the way that Jen and Chloe are written is just, like, peak fun for me to watch, so I really enjoyed that. And then we played some spicy card games. A lot of, like, it's kind of like just going around and, like, oh, what exactly was the game? I was trying to think of what it's called, but it's basically like, you know, you draw a card, you read a question off of it, and then you have to answer it, and you pick one other person to answer it. And I think that sounds like such a fun game, especially because, like, I don't know. I think games like that where you just actually get to sit down and get to know people and chat are like so fun to do. I'm happy to hear you're enjoying the writing. Yeah, no, it's so fun because, like, I think that's like for me, characters will always be like the biggest thing. Like, the plot and world, if the characters are boring, the plot and world have to be like the most interesting things out there essentially. But like, if you have like good characters that I enjoy listening to, then like that, you don't really need much else to it, you know? But like, so like this has like a good world that like is slowly introducing you to. You have all like the little personal stories like and relationships going on between the characters, and then the characters are just a lot of fun to like watch interact with each other. And to me, that last part is the main thing. If I don't like the characters, then like good luck getting me invested essentially. So I am very much so enjoying it. But yeah, that pretty much sums up all we did last time, just because it was Father's Day. We couldn't stick around for too long. But yeah, no, I'm really excited to be back and into it. So let's get started. I slammed the door behind me and rushed towards the street. My anger had reached its boiling point. I had to leave if I didn't want to start saying shit I'd later regret. I'm so irritated. I guess it's time to take a walk. Right back to the park. The park at night is so pretty, by the way. Like, the lighting. Like, I know people are probably so sick and tired of me talking about lighting, because I realized during A Tithe in Blood that I was like, I need to start, like, bringing back the lighting talk. And then but then I also later realized, like, I don't want to. I'm going to keep, like, the lighting talk coming. That's what we're doing here. But just, like, how well, it, like, I don't know, it sets like such a pleasant, calming vibe for this environment. Like, I feel like once you like see this at night with how it's all lit and everything, it gives such a vibe that you're like, I see why Jen comes here when she's like having like a hard time and like needs to like really relax and chill out, because this just feels so calming right now. I cross the street and step into the park. Despite it being the middle of the night, the playground is well lit. I'm glad there's no one else here. I briefly stare up at the starry sky before I approach the playground. I walk across the spongy safety surface to the swing set and sit down. The seat creaks and the chains clatter. Also, I really like that. It's a very small touch, but I like it when visual novels will add small touches that make the everything about like the visuals be more dynamic. The fact that like when she actually moved into the light, she lit up. Again, very small touch, but very appreciated. The seat sits low to the ground, meant for a child. Meant for a child, I'm sure, but I don't care. I found this place not long after we moved here, and I've been coming here ever since, to get away from Mum. She's not the type to come after me, which I suppose I'm grateful for. That's probably why she does nothing but complain when I'm around. She knows it gets me to leave. She knows it gets me to leave the flat. It will be another night of waiting until I think she's asleep before I can sneak back in. Over the years, I've often called my friends while I sit here, just waiting. But none of them fully understand what I'm going through. Yeah, really, again, the only one who can even, like, kind of relate to that is Chloe. And honestly, outside of... Okay, well, I was gonna say outside of Mina and like, list off other characters, but, like, a decent... But then I realized, like, if I just list off, like, half the characters, why did I say all of them except for these ones have this thing? Like, I noticed, like, a decent few of the characters do have, like, familial issues going on right now. Like, Jen has it with her mom, Chloe has it with her dad, and then Aspen doesn't exactly have, like, an issue that she's, like... It feels more like it's, like, a subtle thing in her mind that it's upsetting her, because she's not, like, outward directly being like, oh, man, like, my parents, like, oh, they never talk to me, they never help me, like, they're never around or, like, supportive or anything. But it's more just a thing of, like, whenever, like, we're in her perspective or anything has to do with her home, she's like, and my parents are gone again, and there's nowhere to be seen. So, it's just interesting. They just pity me. Rio, Aspen, Ali, Mina, all of them have different family dynamics from my own. Aspen's relationship with her parents is complicated. Hang on, I need to drink. Mina has complained about never having a moment to herself. Oh, okay. So this is... I kind of like that, because it's introducing even... Because, like, Mina never having a moment to herself is, like... Some could see that as, like, a good thing. Of, like, oh, that just shows, like, her dads are, like, really loving and supporting and just, like, really like having her around, you know? But that also forms into, like, issues of, in of itself, of her not feeling like she has a moment to breathe to herself, you know? Ray, well, her situation is arduous to say the least. Wait. Suddenly I think of Chloe. I feel like out of everyone, she'd be able to relate to my struggle the most. Could I call her? Would she answer? Would I be annoying her? On one hand, I feel like I don't know her well, despite the fact we made out. That's such a funny line. On the other hand, it'd be nice to talk to someone right now. I pull up her contact information on my phone and stare at it for a moment. Fuck it. With my earpiece already equipped, I hit the call button on this... Sorry, tiny cough. With my earpiece already equipped, I hit the call button on the display. Shit, I immediately regret this. Oh, that's such a relatable feeling. The amount of times I've sent, like, been like, okay, I just need to send this text. Oh, I just need to do this call. And then as soon as I hit it, it's like, no, take it back, take it back, take it back. And it's like, no, it's too late. You can't. What am I even going to say? I could just cancel the call, but at this point, Chloe will be able to tell I called her. The call connects and all I hear is loud music. After a moment, it quickly fades. Oh, wait, her room's the raddest. It's so cool. Holy crap. Also, wait, hang on. This might sound a little stupid. I thought this was like a duck for a second. I think my eyes and like my brain mixed it up and like I thought that the eye was up here, so I was like, does she just have like a cute little duck on her pillow? That's adorable. Well, fancy that. I didn't expect you to call. Did you change your mind? Want a... Sorry. Want a boink after all? Ah, Chloe, you know exactly how to get me going. The moment a girl says, you want a boink? Oh my gosh, pants are already coming down. Boink. Happy autumn to you too, Chloe. Chloe laughs at my response. Her laughter makes me smile. Some of my unease starts to wither away. Well, what's up? Why'd you call? I honestly don't know what to say to her. Well, what are you up to? I don't want to interrupt anything. Oh, I'm just burning, listening to music. Is burning like smoking or like doing drugs? I'm not too familiar with your lingo, my lady. You aren't interrupting anything. Chloe is... Oh, okay. Well, thank you for answering my question, Jen. I really appreciate that. Chloe is getting high. I suppose that's on brand. Oh, okay. That's good. You burn? Not really. It's been a long time. I've had mixed experiences. Some good, some pretty bad. XD. I was gonna say, from the people... Because, like, I don't do, like, drugs or anything, but I genuinely couldn't care less if you do, kind of thing. Like, I don't think any differently of you as a person, because, like, but what I was getting at with that is, like, I've had a couple of friends who have told me that, like, that is how the experience of, like, getting high is like, when it, like, it really, really hits, it's like, oh, what a perfect Nirvana-esque experience. But if you have, like, a really bad time, it just sucks. Like, there's very rarely, like, an in-between for them. But again, that's just for, like, anecdotes from other people that I've heard. So I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. There's a brief moment of awkward silence. It sounds like Chloe is slowly inhaling before speaking. Well? Oh, well, to be honest, I just wanted someone to talk to. Yet another brief moment of silence followed by a long exhale. Are you sure you're not calling to boink? This Chloe, come on. What? Is it that hard to believe? Actually, yes, it is. If you wanted someone to talk to, you'd call Rio or someone else. Well, yeah, but I wanted to call someone that could relate. Oh. Yeah. Ellipses. Is it your mom? Yeah, she's being a little shit as usual. When you leave, does she lock you out? I have a key. She can't legally keep me out anyway. Well, I doubt most proper assholes care much about what's legal. So true and based. That's true. I wouldn't hesitate to report her to the state if she decided to do that. She has a lot to lose after all. Good point. My dad doesn't have anything worth losing, so he often doesn't care. Doesn't have much worth losing? That is such a sad thing to say, especially if it is true. He'd lose you, right? Aren't you something worth losing? What? What a sweet thing. That is such a sweet thing to say. Oh my gosh. I'm surprised what I say. I wasn't thinking before I spoke. There's another short moment of silence before Chloe speaks again. Oh. What's wrong? I don't think I've ever heard someone say I'm worth losing before. I'm worth something before. I feel a rush of sympathy wash over me. A part of me wonders if she's exaggerating, but I think she's being honest. In my nervousness, I say the first thing that comes to mind. Rio hasn't told you? Told me I'm worth something? Yeah. I don't think so. Though it seems strange you'd bring her up. I guess I thought of her because she has told me that before. She finds the value in everyone. She really cares. Yeah, I can tell she does. I look up at the night sky. As my eyes move from star to star, I hear Chloe's music faintly playing in the background. Thanks, by the way. Huh? Thanks for saying that. Yeah, of course. Have you been okay? What do you mean? I mean, how have things been with your dad recently? He hasn't been combative lately. Again, just another sad line. He's actually been uncharacteristically docile. Well, I guess that's better than him attacking you. Truer words have never been spoken. I managed to giggle a little. I'm glad I decided to call Chloe. I called her Chloe, not Chloe. This is going to be much better than I expected. This is going much better than I expected. Oh, look at her little blushies. Stop. So, yeah. I thought of you the other night when I got home. I don't know why. That just caught me. That just completely caught me off guard right there. I thought she was gonna be like, so I've just been like thinking about you and like how much I like, you know, talking with you, how much I enjoyed our like walk home the other night, like something like that. And then like I read ahead, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so much funnier than what I was thinking. I thought of you the other night when I got home. I was touching myself. I instantly feel my face heat up and I become temporarily speechless, unable to find words to reply. And I become temporary speechless, unable to find the words to reply. What we did the other day was so fucking hot. It was hard not to think about. Yeah, it was. Oh? I did the same thing thinking about you and such. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. I forgot somehow. When I was doing the recap, I forgot about that part. Oh yeah? Yeah. Chloe starts to chuckle. I get the sinking feeling that she's messing with me. Why are you laughing? Damn, did you really... Damn, did you really jerk it while thinking about me? Were you just messing with me? Huh? No, I wasn't. Oh, I see what's happening. What? I'm not playing games with you, Jen. I fucked myself while thinking about you. You're just... more bashful than I originally thought you'd be. What do you mean? When we first interacted, I thought you were this carefree, strong, athletic, hot, bossy badass. The more I've gotten to know you, you've proven me wrong. Great, so I'm none of those things anymore. Chloe laughs at me once again. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure you're great at football, and you are still very hot. And I'm not implying that I'm disappointed with being wrong, I'm just saying that I was a little wrong, that's all. Oh. Okay, so you aren't disappointed. I'm not. In fact, I am without a doubt into you. Into to you. The conversation is going a very different direction than I expected. Honestly, same. I thought this was gonna be like a very like, hey, like my mom just like sucking. Like I get it. Like my dad. Like let's talk and like get more about like all this stuff going on. And this is just way funnier. I'm enjoying this a lot. Fixed. Damn it. Fixes. You got this. You got this. Oh. Hey, listen. 1.03 is gonna go crazy. This conversation is going in a very different direction than what I expected. I can still feel my face burning. Chloe is telling me with no doubts that she is into me. Not to mention telling me she masturbated while thinking about me. Oh. Don't worry, you don't have to say it. I know you're into me too. God, she's so confident. How are you so sure? I think your actions and words speak for themselves. I mean, you did just tell me you jerked off while thinking about me. That is so true. Jen, how would anyone take what you told Chloe and not be like, oh yeah, that definitely doesn't mean this person's into you. You know what I mean? You heard it here first. Version 1.03 is coming soon. Exactly. You have the dark bender guarantee. You have the social guarantee. It's coming. Yeah, I think she just thought of everything I just said. You can hear her smirk over the phone. I don't know how I know. I just do. Okay, fine. I'm a little into you. But don't let that get to your head. Too late. Psst. Speaking of things going to my head, I'm gonna go. I'm starting to get pretty stoned. I'll talk to you later. Oh, okay. Her sudden need to end our call surprises me a little. And, yeah? Thanks again. Yeah, of course. See ya. Good night. Chloe hangs up. Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Come on, it's a cock with Chloe. It can never go bad. Though it definitely didn't turn out the way I thought it would have either. No, I am the same way. I'm thinking the same thing as Jen is, but I'm very happy with the direction it went. I suppose it's time to try my luck and walk back to the flat. I hope she's sleeping by now. The 1st of autumn. The 3rd of autumn. Days later. Oh, so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. Autumn. My favorite season. Back again in my favorite spot between classes. Relaxing, eyelids shut, earbuds in, a flask of tea in my hand. Ooh, wait, what kind of tea is it? If it's green tea, I'll judge you. I'm glad it's been slowly cooling down over the last several decades. Decades? What does that mean? Have we must have heard that term before. Does that just mean like 10 days? Is that... No, duh. No dip, that's what it means. It means over the past 10 days. Wait, over the last several decades. So, multiple 10 sets of 10 days. Okay. Yeah, you've heard it before. Yes, 10 days. Okay, okay. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, that's what I figured, because, like, you know, normally the little thing would pop up in the corner, but I was like, no, we've definitely heard that before. So... Though now that it's officially autumn, the chill in the air feels more noticeable. The leaves will change color, and I can't wait to walk about the Katlenberg parks. Though we aren't quite there yet. Though we aren't just... My bad. Though we aren't quite there just yet. Until then, I get to enjoy this perfect weather. I suddenly feel a tap on my shoe. Startled, I open my eyes to see Chloe standing over me. I quickly remove my earbuds. Oh! Hey, Chloe. I didn't hear you. Sorry if I startled you. You're okay. What's up? So... You're Polly, right? I am. Yes. Why do you ask? Her question seems to come from nowhere. She releases a worried sigh. Chloe clears the breeze from a spot on the ground and sits down next to me. Chloe clears the breeze from a spot on the ground and sits down next from me. Are a lot of people like us? I mean, are people who are polyamorous in the minority? With a dismayed expression, Chloe gazes off into the distance. I wonder why she seems troubled by this. Well, as far as I'm aware, polls on the subject find just less than a third of the European population is exclusively polyamorous. Really? I felt like it was going to be a smaller number than that. That's surprising. Fixed. Let's go, let's go. And surprisingly, that number drops to about a quarter for people below the age of 25. Are those like real world statistics, or is it more for like the setting of the game? I'm a little curious. Hang on. I want to look some stuff up. Okay, to be clear, this is 600 years in the future. A third is not the current statistic. Okay, okay. Because like with sometimes with like settings like this where it's like in the future, but still like is like having stuff like you know, polyamory being like a talking point of it. Some stories will be like, oh yeah, no, like let's try to use like more like current day like real world statistics to go off of. Just like as like a, I think they think of it as like more of a consistency thing and not how things might change in like the actual setting itself. So yeah, I was really curious if that was like even remotely close to true. So thank you for the clarification. But I am curious about like how, is there even gonna be like a good statistic for this? How much of pull this up. Alright, so this is a Reddit post from 2 years ago, so take it with a grain of salt, but it says about 5%. Oh, wait. I was looking up for Europe, but 5% of Americans identify as some kind of ENIM. Wait, ENM. It's not uncommon in Europe based on people. Okay, wait, what percentage, though? Okay. Studies suggest that between 4 to 5%. Okay, okay. Interesting. Ethical non-monogamy. Okay, I figured that it was the N and M were non-monogamy. I did not know what the E was about to say, so that was actually about to be the next thing that I looked up. So thank you for that. Polyamorous research is rare. You might find something, but I wouldn't be surprised if you did. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was kind of like realizing as I was like starting to look up, I was like, are we even gonna find anything like substantial on this? Because I don't know like how much, like how many people would be like, like how many studies would be doing, like going on about that. Bruh, I got you, smiley face. Thanks, bruh. Thank you. Though those numbers were from about a year or two ago. Dang, just like that Reddit post I found. After I conclude, she smirks. You fucking nerd. Chloe laughs at me. I can't help but laugh with her. How do you even know that? I heard my parents talking about it a while back. Are your parents poly? Yep, all 4 of them. Damn, that sounds nice. I bet you grew up with all sorts of attention. I suppose so. I'm curious about her inquiry. Chloe seems concerned about being in the minority. I wonder why. We sit in silence for a while. I sip my tea as Chloe leans back, face painted skywards, humming a quiet tune. The air is filled with a gentle breeze, and I can hear background noise of students talking in the distance. The sun peeks through the treetops with beams that caress my face and warm my skin. Despite my typical desire for solitude when I come here, it is also nice to share it with a friend. Especially just like a chill friend with Chloe. Like I feel like being around Chloe, even as like if you're an introvert or just want to be alone, she doesn't take a lot of energy to be around. My relationship with Chloe has certainly changed since the beginning of the semester. I'm really happy that we've become friends. Wink wink nudge nudge. Friends who occasionally share an intimate moment with one another. I wonder what will become of us. You know, I like you, right? Oh, Rio, come on. You know that's not what she means. Or unless you do. Thank you, Chloe. I like you too. Her words warm my heart, but I stopped myself from reading into them. But I stopped myself from reading into them too much. But that's what Chloe wanted you to do. Come on, pick up on the non-verbal sides. This is why people just need to be more direct with each other. Chloe lifts herself from the tree and sits up, turning to meet my gaze. No, I mean, I am interested in you, romantically. Chloe's words surprised me, despite feeling like I knew what she initially meant. Over time, I've noticed that Chloe has become more willing to be vulnerable with me. I feel honored when she shows me the side of herself. And now here she is, sharing her feelings with me. I had a feeling our relationship was going somewhere. I knew that something like this would eventually happen. Now it's my turn to be honest with Chloe about my feelings. Damn, what? Oh, I got way too flustered when I was trying to say that. Damn. Well, sorry for the surprise. I guess you aren't into me that way, huh? Oh, sorry, I was lost in thought for too long. I feel the same way about you, Chloe. An irritated expression crosses her face. You know you don't have to tell me that to make me feel better. Maybe she feels like I'm telling her what she wants to hear? I sit up to get closer to Chloe. When my face is level with hers, I place my hand on her cheek and kiss her. She startles a little. With my hand on her face, I stroke my finger slowly down her cheek as we kiss. We kiss each other again and again. I can hear her softly moan. I enjoy her soft, warm lips on mine. I press my lips more tightly to hers one last time before I lean back. Gazing at her rose-colored face, I take a shallow breath before speaking. I am telling you how I feel, and I mean it. Damn. Do you really? I'm not gonna lie. Whenever a character says just damn, I have such a hard time not doing it in like a terrible Shadow the Hedgehog impression. I'm surprised even at this point. She still has a hard time believing me. But given what I know about her past, how those in her life have treated her, and the kind of abuse she's experienced, I guess it makes sense to me why she has a hard time believing that someone is capable of loving her. Yes, I do. Chloe wastes no time. She moves closer and kisses me. Let's go, let's go! Her assertive approach tips me back. I hold myself upright with one hand on the ground and the other on her shoulder. Our lips part, only to meet again. With soft, lingering breaths, we melt into each kiss. Sorry. I gasp softly. Minutes pass, and the world around me fades into the background as I savor this moment with Chloe. As we part, our eyes open to meet one another. My heart still races. She smiles at me. I can feel how much I want her. She sits back down where she once was, with an elated look on her blushing face. Then suddenly, her expression sours. So, have you talked to Jen lately? Chloe's words give me pause. That is a... No, because, like, here's the thing. I know exactly what direction she's taking this in, but I think from Rio's perspective, like, what a change in topic out of nowhere. Chloe's words gives me pause. Blinking, I ponder her question. Well, we briefly talked on the phone yesterday, and then before that we talked at Aspen's autumn party. Did she say anything about me? Not that I can recall. Is everything okay? I can't help but wonder as Chloe hesitates. Well, we made out a few days ago. Oh! I'm not gonna lie, I thought Rio was gonna have a bigger, reaction to that. Fixed. Let's go, let's go! Yeah. Chloe takes a few steps away from me. She seems apprehensive. Nervous, even. Does she think I'm upset with her? How do you feel about that? Well, in truth, what you do with one another is your choice. It doesn't bother me at all, if that's what you're trying to ask. I love Jen dearly, and I'm happy for you and Jen if you are both happy with one another. I will warn you, though, Jen... Oh, no. Right. I forgot about that. Jen isn't exactly polyamorous, because we had a talk about what all the girls and how they all feel about it. Because I was literally about to be like, man, this stream's really coming up me. We have Rio and Chloe together. We have Jen and Chloe together. Like, this is all the things I wanted. And I was like, oh wait, yeah, no, you're right. That is how she feels. Jen isn't exactly polyamorous. Well, shit. That was going to be my next question. Yeah, at some point all three of us should get together and talk about it. However, we should be sensitive with Jen's feelings, because this isn't something she's used to. The tension increases? Yeah, but I don't want it to. No. I tease. No, that does make so much sense, because I was sitting there like, man. Like, I was about to be like, this is really going my way, and it's been so easy and seamless. Like, everything's just kind of falling into place perfectly. And I was like, oh yeah, this is a story that needs conflict, huh? I guess we do need that tension somewhere, but it's coming at the expense of me personally. XD. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. You know what? For all I know, they're all gonna sit down and be like, and Jen's just gonna be like, oh yeah, no, I'm fine. We can all be in a relationship together. Let's go. And then I'll clap, I'll cheer, I'll pull out the party poppers. It'll be a fun time. I just want to make sure she feels safe to communicate with us. You're so kind, Rio. Her voice is soft as she says those words, and I'm kind of caught off guard. Thank you, Chloe. I just know Jen can have a hard time with vulnerable conversations. How do you think we should handle it? Well, there is one idea that comes to mind, and I hope you don't take offense. Oh? Well, this ought to be good. Chloe has an odd smirk on her face, as if she's excited to hear what I have to say. I think I should do most of the talking. I'm not saying you wouldn't have anything useful to say. I'm not sure how close you two are or how vulnerable you both are with one another. But I know Jen wouldn't take her defenses down so easily, especially when it comes to talking about stuff like this. So I feel it's best if I direct the conversation. I hope that makes sense. Honestly, I don't take offense at all. Makes a ton of sense to me. Jen and I have an interesting relationship. She has described it as a rivalry of sorts, despite being into one another. And I know she wouldn't be as open with me as she would be with you. I'm glad you understand. I'm not sure how long it'll be before we get the time to talk together. But when I find the opportunity, I'll mention it to Jen. Fine by me, Bianca. The academy bell rings, reminding us of our soon-to-start classes. As we stand, Chloe and I grab our things and brush our clothes off. I linger just behind Chloe as we walk back towards the center of the academy. Everything just needs to go my way. That's all. That's all. Listen, to make the story good, it just needs to go the way I want it to. That's how that works, right? Obviously. Oh my gosh, no, unironically, it does kind of bug me a little bit when people are like, but I wanted this thing to happen, and so it didn't. Now I hate the thing. I was like, but like, what about the value of what it's trying to be, not what you want it to be? You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I would never be like that, even if that's what I want. I'm excited. Mina is coming over to my place, and she will be staying the night. She made me promise that we wouldn't do any work or linger for too long on academic-related discussions. Oh my gosh, being an adult and trying to find stuff to talk about that isn't work or school-related, oh my gosh, good luck. I know she is mostly teasing me, and I'm excited she wants to spend time together. This will be the first time in several days that we've been able to be alone together. My parents are spending time in the mountains at one of their favorite cabins. They left me a note yesterday before they departed. It reads, "Don't eat the brie," or brie. That's brie. Yeah. Mina will be here soon, and we're planning to make dinner together. I think everything's fair in the fair game in the kitchen, except the brie. God, I don't know what it is about cooking, but cooking together is like so romantic. It's so fun. It's so nice. It's such a good time. I've been focused on cleaning up, making sure the house looks good for the last 2 hours. The doorbell echoes through the house. That must be her. I check the kitchen one last time before heading towards the door. I open the door to see Mina as cute as ever. Aww. She has a big smile on her face as she greets me. Good evening. Good evening to you as well. Come in. Feel free to drop your bag off in my feel free to drop your bag off in my room. I'll start to get things ready in the kitchen. Also, would you like anything to drink? Thanks, and sure, I'll take whatever cold drink you may have prepared. Mina takes off her shoes at the door and heads upstairs while I go to the kitchen. I pull the jug of her homemade elderberry juice. Elderberry juice? That says iced tea, dog. What are you reading? Oh my gosh. I pull the jug of her homemade elderberry iced tea from the fridge and pour a glass for each of us. I hear Mina coming back downstairs. She pops into the kitchen and looks towards me. She flashes me the most adorable smile I've ever seen. Spreading her arms wide, she gallops towards me. We collide and twirl together, and in that endearing moment, my heart is brimming with affection for her. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, stop. The side of her face rests on my collar. I caress the back of her head. Her hair is so damn soft. We stand there together for a moment, our arms firmly and tenderly wrapped around one another. Your heart, she murmurs, and my voice follows suit, softening to match hers. Yeah? Yeah, it's loud. And fast. It's for you. Stop. Stop. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get diabetes from how sweet this is. Oh my gosh. Yeah? I hold her tightly. Yes? We stay in the moment, holding each other for a little longer, sharing the warmth of our bodies with one another. A strong feeling of passion overwhelms me. All I want to do in this moment All I want to do in this moment, right now, is be here with her. I want to hold her body. I want my lips to be on hers. So, I want to lay down with her, embrace her, and hold her close. I wonder what other sweet words she will whisper to me. Yeah. ... What are we... Come on, they're even doing the eyes at each other. Mina was doing that on purpose. Mina was doing that so intentionally. What are we making for dinner? Surprised by the question, I snap out of my trance. Oh, well, I was thinking a cucumber tomato salad, both fresh from the neighborhood garden. Gotcha, you did. I was thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm about to skip the rated 18 plus button on this one. And then no, she's just like, oh my gosh, what are we eating? What are we having? And it's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Sounds great. Let's get started. I begin to collect the ingredients from the kitchen. Cucumbers, tomatoes, lemon, feta, parsley, oregano, olive oil, salt, pepper, and red wine vinegar. Alright, so I'm gonna start, like, writing all these down so I can make specifically what she is. I don't think I finished that thought. I was gonna say I'm writing all that down so I could make what she's making. I start chopping up the ingredients for our salad. May I help? Of course. I direct Mina where to find a knife and cutting board. Mina then joins me and helps out. While we work, she asks me about my day. It was good. I grabbed the cucumbers, tomatoes, and oregano this morning from the garden. I did manage to get some academic work done, but I'll refrain from talking about that. I give her a playful glare. Ugh. I appreciate that. She sends me a kind smile in return. Other than that, I took a shower and cleaned up the house a little. How about you? How was your day? It was okay. Yesterday I managed to get a lot of academy work done, so today I don't even want to think about any of that. I came downstairs this morning to hear my dad and Papa talking politics with my grandparents. Oh no, run. Get out of there. That usually ends up in a disaster, you know? But strangely enough, not this time. Oh? Mina continues to tell me about her day as we finish chopping the ingredients. We toss it all into a bowl. I measure the round amount of olive oil, red wine vinegar, and lemon juice, then top it off with salt, pepper, and feta. We grab bowls, serve ourselves, and take a seat at the table. Yeah, this is really good. It is. I think the dressing adds the kick it needs. We are quiet as we eat. It doesn't take us long to finish the salad. Delicious, thank you. Of course. My parents made some biscuits yesterday. I can warm some of them up if you want. That sounds great to me. So what's this movie you were talking about? Actually, it's something Ray suggested. She said it's loosely based on a true story about a romance during the Revolution. Dog, as soon as any movie starts off with, like, based on a true story, I'm just like, no. No, it's not. Balto is based off of a true story, and then it involves a dog meeting the god of dogs and getting inspired to finish a race. Like, what are you talking about? Or, like, all the horror movies that do it will be like, yes, this is based off of a true story. These events are real. And then it's like, okay, here's the thing. Yours says loosely based, and that's 1,000 times better. Because they real movies that we have here in the real world never say loosely based. They just go, this is based off of a true story. And then the one that always comes to mind, it's a trailer that I saw when I was, like, really little, like 8 or 9. And it says based on a true story, and then the very next shot is a kid being swarmed by, I think, like, locust, them going into, like, his mouth, eyes, ears, lifting him off the ground as a giant swarm as he becomes, like, infected and possessed by some demon, and I'm like, huh. We can really just be saying anything's based off of a true story and just lie to people, huh? So no, when this says loosely based, I respect that. Oh, sounds interesting. Mina and I take our drinks and biscuits and sit in front of the VV to watch the movie. Oh, the VV. Womp. VV is an initialism for Voluvision, a three-dimensional entertainment system that displays volumetric video? Volumetric video? Like, is it sort of like holograms, essentially, where, like, you could, like, project it somewhere and you could, like, look all around it kind of thing? Is that what it'd be? Tasty water. Because that sounds like it'd be hype. Mina and I take our drinks and biscuits. Oh, read that part. Lamau. Yes, but holograms are a little different. Ooh, do you mind if I ask how they're different? Obviously, if you don't want to answer that, then don't. I'm just a little curious. My heartbeat stutters for a moment as Mina leans on me. I'm flustered enough to have a hard time focusing on the movie. As the movie goes on, I regain my composure. I snuggle closer to Mina, wrapping my arm around her. About 100 minutes pass. I wasn't wrong. The movie was very interesting. I like calling out exactly how long has passed. That's funny. There were some historical inaccuracies, but it was good for the most part. I didn't realize that it was going to be a lesbian romance story, but I'm starting to think that's one of the reasons Ray suggested it to me. That was a good movie. Tragic, though. Yeah, that was a rough time. But we aren't going to talk about all that right now. I chuckle at Mina's quick reaction to stop me in my tracks before I can expand on the tragedy any further. That's totally fair. After the movie, we head upstairs. Mina uses the loo while I step into my bedroom and relax by sitting on my bed. Mina comes in to join me. She sits on the floor, leaning back on the bed next to my legs. Thanks for having me over today. I enjoyed dinner and the movie. Of course. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I honestly wasn't sure how much I'd like the movie. Yeah, Ray didn't disappoint. She sure didn't. Let's tell her the next time we see her. Mina leans her head on my leg. You can come up here and sit with me on the bed if you want. Oh, that was Aspen saying that. I don't know how I got them confused. They have literally different colored text boxes. Mina gets up and sits next to me. She leans her head on my shoulders as we sit for a moment, just enjoying each other's company. Mina says she wants to take things slow. I think it's best to let her initiate if she wants to get closer. In truth, I don't know if I'd initiate much affection to begin with. This isn't something I'm used to, and I still feel nervous about this sort of thing. Mina takes my hand, weaving her fingers through mine before settling them on my thigh. You're so warm. Oh, I suppose so. She lifts her head off my shoulder and looks at me. Our eyes meet, and I cannot help but be stunned by her beauty. I place my hand on her upper arm, tenderly holding her. She slowly leans her face towards me. I feel nervous. My body begins to tremble, but I'm excited to kiss her. I close my eyes in anticipation. I yield my lips to hers, and she presses them against mine. They are warm and soft, like I imagined they would be. This moment I fantasize about is really happening right now. I feel so happy and tense at the same time. My body still quivers slightly as we kiss. Her hand lets go of mine and slides around my waist, pulling me closer to her. I'm startled at first, but it doesn't take me out of the moment. I then feel her tongue slip past my lips. It meets mine as if inviting it to touch. Our tongues slide together, and the intensity of this moment we are sharing climbs. Mina's other hand runs along my thigh before slowly traveling between my legs. She grasps my inner thigh in her hand. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Something about her gripping my leg sets off something inside of me, and I feel a little lightheaded. As our lips part, I put my hand on her chest and lay her down on my bed. Our eyes lock. I see the flush of her skin, her breath coming in shallow gasps. Heat blooms across my cheeks. Realizing that my breathing matches hers. As I straddle her, she looks up at me. I return her gaze. Let's just hit this with a little no. But hey, if if you want to see Aspen and Mina continue their passionate exploration, then check out the game on Steam and itch.io. We continue to kiss and explore each other's bodies, and soon find ourselves naked and bare together. We share an unforgettable moment of passion. When all is said and done, we are both breathless, collapsing onto our backs beside each other. After a moment, we turn towards one another and embrace. The warmth of her body against mine is indescribable. I never want to let go. However, it doesn't last long before she pulls away from me. Surprised, I look at her. Sorry, I'm overheating. Oh, it's okay. Just let me take a moment to cool down. Sure. Mina lays on her back with her eyes closed. Her breath slowly returns to a normal pace. All sorts of thoughts are flowing through my mind at that moment. I love Mina with every ounce of my being, and I want to tell her. I love you, Mina. Mina says nothing back to me. I look at her more closely and notice she's fallen asleep. Aww, that's adorable. Stop it. Her sleeping face. I cannot help but smile. I take a pillow from my bed and lift her head to place it under her. She gently adjusts herself before laying down again, motionless. I grab my other pillow and want to do the same for myself before closing my eyes. I try to sleep as well. So volumetric video is actually captured from multiple angles where holograms are manufactured from a standard image. Like VV can be captured with hundreds of cameras. Oh, that's really cool. Okay. Thank you so much for answering that. Thanks for the plug, of course, anytime. Listen, I think that's the best way to do the plugs. That the stuff that I can't show here, it's like, listen, there's content that you're missing. Go check it out. After our statistics class concludes for the day, I tell Rio and Mina that I need to ask the professor a few questions. I clarify a few things with the professor about our project before leaving the classroom and heading outside. I open the doors to a bright and beautiful day. I'm so glad it's starting to cool down. Football practice out in the sun sucks. I've been thinking about dinner ever since this morning. I figure I can stop by the neighborhood garden on my way home. I might be able to pick up something fresh for tonight. As I cut through campus, I catch sight of Ray up ahead. Her silhouette is unmistakable, even with a crowd of students between us. Ray, hey! Ray turns around, searching for me through the group of students, as I wave my arms above my head. Hey! She bobs and weaves through the group to approach me. Ray hugs me tightly. This takes me off guard since this isn't usually how she greets me. Oh, well, heya. Sorry, hanging out with you and your friends got me used to hugging. I like it. Ray has been spending more time with us. She seems to appreciate being part of our group. Well, yeah, because they're like such a fun group of people. How could she not? Come on. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying the friendly affection. Yeah. Where are the others? You alone? Yeah, I stayed behind to ask the professor a few questions about our next project. What's the project? Would you like to listen to Jen's explanation of her statistics project? Yes. Yes, I would. First, welcome in. How's it going, Bible from Devil D? How's it been? We're just here continuing reading more Why Not Both and having a good time with it. The professor has us looking at general social the professor has us looking at general social survey data and wants us to analyze the relationship between any independent and dependent variable we choose. At first, we were using linear regression to analyze the relationship between the variables. We then introduce additional control variables one by one into the analysis. We report how the relationship between the independent and dependent variables change as we continue to introduce more control variables. The professor has us do this, in part, because she wants to see if we can find any mediating, moderating, or confounding variables. We then do this again using other statistical methodologies, such as logistic regression. There we go. Hierarchical regression, and even structural equation modeling. We then need to report the fit statistics of each model, and choose which model is most accurate and why. So, my question was specific to the platform we are using to do the analysis. I couldn't figure out how to get certain fit statistics to show up. Okay. My brain thought that was like wrong grammar, and then I fully reread the entire sentence. I was like, okay, no, that's not wrong. For whatever reason, the platform wasn't giving me the Bayesian information criteria for the model. Turns out the platform doesn't report it by default. The professor helped me out, though, showing... Has Ray just been slowly getting closer as this explanation's been going? I don't think I noticed that. The professor helped me out, though, showing me exactly what I need to input in the syntax to get the information I'm looking for. Despite Ray being in front of me, I didn't realize her blank and vacant stare. That sounds complicated. I didn't get most of that. Oh, you haven't taken statistics yet? Not yet. I told my advisor I'm not very good at maths. So when she was creating my academic plan, she sent me to take it in the spring. She said the professor that teaches statistics during the spring semester is easier and more forgiving. What? Really? So we got stuck with the difficult professor? I suppose so. Ray chuckles at my exaggerated reaction. Well, I'm sorry I explained it like that then. If I knew you hadn't taken stats yet, I wouldn't have used the technical language. No, it's okay. You sound really smart talking about it. Oh, are you trying to say I don't sound smart otherwise? That's exactly what I'm saying. We both laugh. I run my shoulder into hers as she staggers slightly away from me. So, Rio and Mina didn't wait around? Nah, I told them it might take a while. They may have went to the cafe. Or maybe Rio went to the studio to paint, I'm not sure. How have you been anyway? What's been going on? Well, not much. Oh yeah, so convincing. When she asks, I immediately think about my situations with Rio and Chloe. Is it okay to talk about this with Ray? In the past, Ray... Oh, her shit... Jen's taking so long to think about it that Ray's like, oh no, does she not want to talk to me about any of this? In the past, Ray has poked fun at me for how I interacted with Chloe. I know she means no harm, but... Hey, don't worry about it. If you don't feel comfortable talking about it, you don't have to. I'm here. Though if you want to talk... I'm here, though, if you want to talk. I think about it for a moment. I do want to be closer friends with her. Well, it's about Chloe. Oh, yeah? Her demeanor changes and she looks excited. Yeah. She seems to notice my hesitation. Listen, I know I act juvenile and silly sometimes. I'm not trying to turn this into a drama or anything. I'm just excited for you. I promise I won't make fun of you or ask any questions I feel like you won't want to answer. I want you to feel safe to talk to me. I appreciate her reassurance. Several days ago, Chloe walked me home. We took the bus, and when we got to my place, we made out. She also asked if we could keep going and go inside, but I said I wasn't ready. Ray seems speechless. I can't read the surprised expression on her face. She seems to shake it off. When did this happen? When did this happen exactly? I think on the 89th? So this happened before the autumn party at Aspen's? How are you feeling about it? I feel confused and a little overwhelmed. Overwhelmed? Yeah, I'm already dealing with feelings for someone else. This is just complicating things. For a moment, Ray gazes at me in rapt silence. I want to ask about these other feelings you have. Is that okay? I hesitate, unsure if I want to open up about Rio. I guess. Here, let's sit down. Ray leads me to a bench next to the walkway. I turn myself around and take a seat, deflating on my way down. As Ray takes a seat next to me, I bury my face in my hands. So, you have feelings for someone else. See, this might be going my way. You know what I mean? Because it's, it's between... She has feelings for Rio and Chloe. Chloe likes, Jen. Chloe likes Rio. Rio likes Chloe. Rio is good at flirting with Jen. So it's like... It's all the pieces are fitting together. You know what I mean? It's all coming together now. So, you have feelings for someone else? I lift my head, but my eyes continue gazing at the ground. I nod as though I'm too afraid to say it aloud. Is it me? Are you in love with me? Shocked, I turn towards Ray to see an abashed smile on her face. However, it becomes clear that Ray is fucking around with me. I can tell she is having a hard time keeping up the act. Ha ha. Ray releases the laugh she was holding back. Sorry, I figured lightening the mood might help. Thanks. I'm curious, what part of this makes you feel confused and overwhelmed? Well, it's the whole having feelings for them both thing. The feelings are different, but still romantic. Ray's eyebrows rises. Ray's eyebrow rises as she looks at me. I can't help but feel like she's analyzing me at the moment. I wish I could be clear with her, but in truth, I don't understand my own feelings well enough to even begin communicating them. Are you polyamorous? Meh. I'm not big on labels. But yeah, I can and often do have ardent feelings for more than one person at a time, if that's what you're asking. Ooh. I want to ask more questions, but I don't even know where to begin. I feel like I'm trying to catch up, as if Rio, Chloe, and Ray have something figured out that I don't. My guess is you aren't poly? I can feel that familiar feeling returning. That feeling that tells me I'm too uncomfortable to continue with this conversation. No, I'm not. At least I don't think so. You have ardent feelings for both of them, right? Yeah. Ray gazes at me intensely, as if she's trying to coax out something else from my tangled thoughts. I don't know, maybe I'm just not used to this. Are you feeling forced in some way to choose one? Well, no, I'm not. Do you know if the other person has feelings for you also? Ray's question makes me realize I haven't even put put any thoughts into Rio's feelings. I mean, Rio has told me several times before that she loves me. I think she does, yeah? Oh, they're a she? Oh my god, my huge fucking mouth. Okay, now I am curious. Evelyn, Luna, Iris T, Iris G, Ruby, Grace. Ray continues naming off members of the football team. She stops, running out of members in memory. She's clearly forgetting a few. You done? Yeah, that's good enough. You forgot about Caitlin. Oh shit, Caitlin, how could I forget about our goalkeeper? I can't help but chuckle at Ray's reaction. Either way, that will be a blanket no to all of them. No shit, you twit. I know you love Rio. Say no shit, you twit goes so hard. Oh my gosh. I need to use that one. Oh. I blink. I feel my face heat up, caught off guard by Ray's sudden shift. Wait, you knew all along? How did you? Oh, come on, Jen, it's obvious. I become rigid, unsure of how to react to any of this. Does it even matter that Ray knows? Ray scoots closer to me and places her arms around me, resting her head on mine. I initially stiffen. I'm not used to this sort of affection from Ray. However, I quickly relax. I know she only wants to comfort me. It will be okay. Psst. How do you know that? I don't, but let's face it. Your feelings for Rio and Chloe are requited, so it could be worse. I guess Ray is right. Things could be worse. Also, I need some credit for staying calm through all this, because I almost lost my shit when you said you made out with Chloe. But I managed to assuage my excitement and talk about this like a mature adult. That's fair. You want credit? Here's all the credit I have to give. Cupping both hands together, I jokingly act as though I'm holding credits and dump them all over Ray's head. Ray runs her hands through her hair and over her body as though she's showering. We're so mature. The most mature, in fact. We loudly laugh together, drawing the attention of several students close by. Thanks, Ray. I appreciate you. Anytime. God, I love their friendship. I really like their friendship. Also, the amount of, like, in-depth discussions of, like, oh, that's such a cute outfit. Putting the, like, the sweater over the button-up. That's a unique style. I like it. But, like, I guess to be props to you, Social. The amount of, like, academic discussions and, like, how varied they are in subject matter. I'm like, gosh, the amount of, like, either just general smarts or, like, research and everything that would, like, need to go into, like, explaining these correctly or in ways that, like, actually make sense is, like, insane. I think if I was writing, like, in a school setting like this and it came time for me to be like, do I include what they're learning about? I would just get overwhelmed and be like, well, we could vaguely talk about it, but we're just going to skip over any and all explanations of it. Don't even put it in. Don't even put it in. Because I just don't think I'm smart enough to be able to handle that. I enter the cafe and find Aspen and Mia sitting at our usual spot. Their hands on the table, fingers entangled together. Once Mina notices me, she waves. I approach the cafe counter and order my drink from one of the usual volunteers. Walking towards our table, Mina looks overjoyed. Hey, son! You know, whenever Hey-san is said, I always think of you, Social, because that's usually how you introduce yourself into the streams. Well, I'm a college professor, so it isn't as difficult for me. Oh, no. That is for sure. I think that just goes to show, like, you know, you really are a college professor, you know what I mean? Like, it shows, because you can actually, like, have the characters explain all of these things, and again, just make them make sense. So, it shows. Hello, you two. Hello. Thanks, of course. Nice jumper, Aspen. Wait, hang on. This is gonna sound so stupid. What's the difference between a jumper and a sweater? Jumper. Not the movie. Not the movie. Clothing. Oh wait, the things I'm getting are like overalls. Weird. Oh no, there's okay. Now I'm getting a lot more stuff like what Aspen's wearing. Okay, it's British English term for sweater. Okay, that makes sense. Then it's really weird that I'm getting a bunch of overalls, but that does make sense. Because as soon as she said, I was like, I've heard of jumpers before, but what's the difference? There isn't one. They're the same thing. Dodoy. Thanks. It's about time of year for me. It's about that time of year for me. I get cold so easily. We spent some time catching up with each other briefly before Mina asked an unexpected question. Oh, Rio, how's matchmaking going? I haven't asked in a while. Oh, well, I'm no longer doing that actually. What? Why not? Well, oh my gosh, I completely forgot about this being like the plotline of Rio trying to get them together and them like the talk. Well, okay, so like obviously Aspen knows about it, but Mina really doesn't. Is it about time to come clean? Is it about time to come clean about it? Mina still seems oblivious. I actually don't need it. I actually don't need to anymore. Wait, what do you mean? They are partners now. What? Really? That's great. Did your matchmaking help? Well, I think it did. I mean, to be fair, I didn't do much. Oh? What did you end up doing? There were 2 occasions where I planned to hang out with both of them, but later bailed so they could be alone together. Come on, Mina. Mina, come on. Come on, put it together. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Rio. I simply smile. However, it becomes obvious that Aspen is having a very hard time not laughing. You okay, Aspen? What's with that look on your face? It's nothing. Come on, y'all. You gotta tell her. Aspen peers in my direction while Mina glares at her with a confused expression. Suddenly, Mina's eyes widen and her face goes red. Wait a minute. Stupid. Dumb. Silly. Oh my god, Rio. Yes? How can I help you, my dear friend? You were matchmaking for me and Aspen when you said you couldn't come to Jen's game and when you bailed on our study session? You planned that? A playful look of betrayal covers her face. She glares into my eyes and crosses her arms over her chest. You discovered my secret, Mina. What can I say? Mina takes a moment to collect herself before laughing out loud. I can't believe it. That time I got upset with you and Jen. It was about us. No wonder you couldn't tell me. Did you know, Aspen? I wasn't certain, but I was pretty sure. When you were talking about matchmaking that one day, I had a hunch. Whoa, I had no idea. Mina shoots me a neutral, gently curious look. Wait, you knew that Aspen was interested in me? I wonder about the consequences before I speak, but I tell the whole truth nevertheless. I did. Jen did as well. We all did, actually. I see. Mina leans back in her chair and slouches, adopting a defeated expression. She turns her gaze to Aspen, steady and quiet. You told them? I didn't actually. They figured it out on their own. I guess it all just flew way over my head. Even when it's right under your nose, sometimes it's hard to catch these sort of things, you know? Exactly. Preach it. That's what I always try to tell people. Like, you never need to feel bad when you don't notice, like, how someone feels about you. Because it's always so much harder to tell when it's directed at you. But when you're coming up from the outside, easiest thing to tell in the world. Mina giggles, giving herself a gentle, self-deprecating thump on her forehead with the palm of her hand. The barista calls my name. He places my drink on the counter, the creamer rising slightly above the rim of the cup. I can get it. I'm closer anyway. Aw, thank you. As Mina leaves, she is slightly pulled back towards the table as Aspen lets go of her hand, a little too late. Oh, sorry. Wait, that's actually adorable. The fact that, like, she's just now used to, like, holding Mina's hand and wants to and wasn't even, like, it's like second nature, essentially, so she wasn't even thinking about it. Or the fact that she needed to let go. Mina smiles at Aspen before walking towards the counter. I glance at Aspen. She's looking at her now empty hand sheepishly. You okay, Aspen? Huh? Oh yeah, I'm just nervous about me and Mina. Before I can ask any further questions, Mina slowly brings my drink back to the table, being careful not to spill it. Mina successfully places the drink in front of me without spilling a drop. Thank you, Mina. No problem. Aspen places her hand on the table, palm up, waiting for Mina to hold her hand. Mina pauses, looking at Aspen's hand. Why did you hide your feelings from me for so long? Aspen is still. Her expression is nonplussed, and she seems to be stuck in a thought. For a few moments, she glances at me before turning back to Mina. Oh, if you'd rather we talk privately, we can wait. Yeah, I'm okay with leaving if you aren't comfortable having this conversation around me. No, it's okay. I'm fine with you being here. Touching her chin with her finger, Aspen takes a moment to collect her thoughts. I was afraid. Afraid my feelings were unrequited. I was afraid my feelings would impact our friendship. I was afraid that maybe it was just too soon, and you were still reeling from losing Ian, and that you weren't ready for anything else. Mina appears shaken when Aspen mentions Ian. I see. Mina sits in momentary silence. Looking contemplative, Aspen seems to be anxiously awaiting Mina's response. Losing Ian will always affect me. I loved him, and those feelings continue to linger. They will change over time, I'm sure, but I don't know if feelings like this ever really go away, you know? I can imagine that in several years' time, he will no longer be someone that I can think about. He will no longer be someone that I think about daily, but that day is yet to come. Mina say nothing else. We find ourselves between songs. Background sounds of the cafe fill the silence, and Aspen seems to avoid eye contact. That's okay, Mina. I know Ian meant a lot to you. I'm not expecting you to forget about him. Aspen's voice is soft and tender. Mina looks in her direction. Aspen's face is now showing a trace of a smile. It is a weird feeling, though. It's like I feel a little jealous of the love you have for him. I know that's silly. Mina smiles, scoots closer to Aspen, and places her hand on Aspen's back. It is a little silly, but that's okay. You're allowed to feel that way. After a prolonged moment of dodging Mina's gaze, Aspen lifts her eyes to meet Mina's. It will be okay. We'll work on those feelings together. See, and that's like, I don't know, that's like, oh, that was Mina saying that, by the way. It will be okay. We'll work on those feelings together. How did I keep getting their boxes confused? But that's like a very like realistic part of like their relationship that I didn't think would like, I don't know. It's just something I didn't think about like being in here, because I've met like plenty of people or heard like plenty of stories of like being jealous of like other people's like lost loved ones, essentially, of being like, I'll never have that love be directed towards me in like that way, essentially, kind of thing. So that's a very realistic like thing to put in. Mina rests her head on Aspen's shoulder, and Aspen leans into her in response. I feel a warmth in my heart watching two of my dearest friends snuggle together, sharing a wholesome connection with one another. Aspen's eyes shoot open. Her body straightens. It is as if she realizes the setting she is in. Mina looks slightly bewildered at Aspen's sudden reaction. Sorry, Rio. What? No, not at all. Don't worry about that. I'm honestly happy that you two trust me enough to be vulnerable in front of me. Mina giggles softly, her laughter lighthearted. While we are being cheesy, I want you to know that I'm glad you're being honest with me. I want us to continue to communicate like this, you know? Aspen smiles softly, her eyes playful, but a flicker of hesitation crosses her face. Well, maybe not in public like this. You're right, though. I usually feel better after opening up. I'm not used to it, but I'll keep trying my best. Aspen grabs Mina's hand once again, lacing their fingers together. Well, I guess that was some successful matchmaking. I wonder what Aspen was worried about, though. I should find some time to ask her about it. Fixed! Fixes! Nice, let's go! The next day, the 7th of autumn. I spent another afternoon at the studio. I usually don't come in every day, but with the upcoming art exhibition, I don't have a lot of time left. Even though I'm only entering one piece into the exhibit, it's in a genre of art that's new to me. Professor Kalen encouraged me to stick with what I'm used to, but I felt an urge to do something different. After a couple of hours of painting, I pack up my things for the day. When I step outside, I notice that there are students all over the academy grounds. I'm confused at first, but I remember I saw notifications about our second club recruitment day of the semester. I put my earbuds in to hopefully discourage anyone from trying to get my attention. As I weave through the crowds, I see Jen walking in my direction. Her head is down, moving through the groups of students quickly. She's also using her earbuds. Perhaps she had the same idea I did. I step in front of her to block her path, and she stops just in time not to slam into me. She lifts her head. I know she looks irritated. However, her expression immediately changes when she sees my face. Hey, Ario. Hey, Jen. Jen hugs me and I return her affection. Talk about serendipity. Right? What are you up to? Oh, I was going to head to the library to work on the stats project. I totally forgot about recruitment day, though. I suppose that means there will be fewer people in the library. What are you up to? Another long afternoon in the studio? Yep. Have you started the stats project yet? You know it's due by the end of the Decade. I like saying Decade. I'm not gonna lie, Decade kind of sounds like the name of a Pokemon. I know. I pout playfully. I'd much rather be working on my painting. Don't worry, Aspen, Mina, and I will be there to get you through this. Promise. Thanks, Jen. You're the best. Can we plan a study session soon? You want to come with me now? We could work on the project together. Well, as long as I get home by 16:30, I should be good. It's my turn to cook dinner. You're starting dinner at 16:30? What could you be possibly cooking that takes that long? I'm making a very specific spork and sauerkraut. Yeah, that's how you say that. Dish. The sauerkraut simmers with onions, apples, juniper, berries, stock, and wine. You then later add the cultured pork to absorb all the flavor. Mama Gail cooked it last winter, and I've wanted to try it ever since. Jen and I make our way to the library as we weave through the crowded academy grounds. There we go, nailed it. Jen was right, the library is relatively empty. We take a seat in one of the far wings of the building near some large windows. Sometimes I forget how many analog books there are. However, if there were a place that has them, it'd be a library. And that's the entire process. Damn, that's involved. It is, but it's fun, and I enjoy cooking for people I care about. I like the cooking rotation you have with your parents. Only cooking dinner twice per Decade is pretty cool. It sure is a benefit. Ugh. I guess that's an advantage of polyamory, huh? Jen's comment about polyamory surprises me. It seems a little out of character, and I notice an anxious vibe about her. Are you okay, Jen? She hesitates for a moment, her usual energy wavering. I have a confession. Jen's face is downcast, and her eyes scan across the floor. Chloe and we sorta kissed. It doesn't come as a surprise to me, although I wasn't expecting her to bring it up. Chloe and I planned on talking to Jen at some point, but I might as well take this opportunity to talk to her now. She walked me to my... Ah, shoot! Hang on, I didn't mean to click that B. She walked me back to my flat, which I didn't expect to happen. I know you two went on a date, and I don't want to overstep or make things awkward. Jen's words stumble from her lips. She seems eager, but her thoughts are scattered. Honestly, it was sort of an accident. I just bumped into her, and one thing led to another. And then we started kissing, and... I can tell Jen is getting more nervous and flustered. Jen? Jen goes quiet. She lifts her head to look at me, awaiting my next remark. It sounds like this has been weighing on you, so I'm glad you're opening up to me. I'm just wondering how you feel about it. You mean how I feel about kissing Chloe? Yes, how did it make you feel? Her gaze rests on me for a second longer before she directs her attention back to the floor. Jen grips her upper arm, a familiar gesture when she's nervous. Oh my gosh, she does the Vegeta thing. It felt... good. I gently place my hand on her arm. I'm glad you felt good about it. Jen appears surprised at first, but her face relaxes and she sends me a tender smile. I sometimes forget that this sort of stuff doesn't bother you. I can't help but chuckle at her reaction. Jen, I'm feeling compersion. I know this word's come up before, but I've forgotten what it means. Hang on. Shoot, I keep misclicking. Compersion. Oh, okay. Compersion is a feeling of joy and happiness experienced when witnessing or hearing about the positive experiences, especially romantic or sexual, of another person, often a partner. Oh, okay, interesting. I do think that word has come up before, and I didn't know what it meant at the time. But I do now. Thank you, Rio. But what about you? What about me? You know what I mean, Rio. What about you and Chloe? You two went on a date. Her tone is elevated for just a moment before she deflates, all the energy leaving her voice. Her shoulders slump and I watch her eyelids close slowly. Jen, you did nothing wrong. I'm sure you have gotten closer to one another. We have gotten closer, but that doesn't mean she can't get closer to other people. Is there something wrong with that? Rio, I don't know, okay? I know what you're trying to do, and... No, I don't want to be able to... I won't be able to parse out the logic of it all. I just feel weird about it. Jen, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to invalidate your feelings. You have the right to feel the way you do. I'm just trying to get you to ask yourself why you feel that way. I put my arm around Jen, placing my hand on her shoulder and pulling her slightly closer to me. She smiles and rests some of her weight on me. You know, I totally get why you'd want to kiss Chloe. Oh? Of course. I mean, I'm attracted to her also, so I can definitely understand why you would be. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Have you two done anything? You know, like, physically? We've kissed, yeah. Oh, I didn't know. How does that make you feel? Sorta sad, I guess. Jen speaks softly, her words mournful, wistful, aching. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you are feeling that way. Why do you think it makes you feel sad? It makes me feel like Chloe is using me, or doesn't actually like me. I pull away from Jen just slightly so I can see her face. Her expression is somber and concerned. Well, I'm not sure if this makes things easier or harder for you, Jen, but Chloe is polyamorous. She's perfectly capable of having romantic feelings for you and other people at the same time. Jen seems to be listening attentively to my words. The way she feels about someone else has no bearing on the way she feels about you. So even if she kisses me, that doesn't mean she likes you any less. That's not how she experiences love. She turns away from me, looking off further into the library, her gaze unfocused. She stares contemplatively into the distance for several long moments. As a smile slowly spreads across her face, Jen starts to laugh. Perhaps she is processing what she's just heard, or she feels like there isn't anything else to say. Either way, I smile with her. Well, shit, I should have expected Chloe to be poly. I mean, I figured she had a thing for you. I'm not sure how to feel. Oh, Jen, I think anything you feel is okay. Jen silently looks into my eyes, waiting for me to continue. You know, I love you. I want you to be happy. I'm here for you. Just like I know you're here for me. We are now navigating feelings together that we haven't had before. But I believe in us. I believe in our relationship. I believe in our love for one another. Jen often makes fun of me for saying cheesy things, but not this time. I see the shine in her eyes. Unshed tears. She then hides her face behind her hands. I promise everything will be okay. I hold Jen close and she continues to cry, using her hands to muffle her mouth. I feel her body tremble against mine, and I say nothing. Steady and quiet, I give her the time she needs to let it all out. After a few moments, she sits up straight. Oh, state. Wait, hang on, how is that spelled? Hang on, really quick. Sits up state. It's a word often used in the poly community. Okay. Has it been used before in this? Because it sounds super familiar. Obviously, if you can think of that off the top of your head. Oops. Honestly, with that one, it took my brain a second to be like, did I read that wrong? And so it took me a second to get around it too. I believe it was used previously. Yes. Okay, okay. I was just curious because, again, I was like, if the word itself felt so familiar, yet I didn't know what it meant. So I was like, where would I have heard that word before and not, like, known the context of it, essentially? She regains her composure, wiping the remaining tears from her eyes. Fuck. I feel like I really needed that. I hope you feel a little better. Thanks, Rio. Of course. We share a moment of silence with one another, enjoying the quiet of the library. I look out the large window at the crowd of students still dominating the grounds. It's hard to trust that everything will be okay. But if I'm going to trust that feeling with someone, it would be with you. Ah, Jenny! Jen's words warm my heart, and I give her a big, loving squeeze. Oh, jeez. Okay, okay. I laugh, releasing my grip on her. Jen takes a breath and glares lightly at me. And don't call me that. I'm sorry. You're just so cute. Jen places her hand on her face and shakes her head, sighing deeply. Have we ever seen Rio's eyes like that? That is like throwing me off a little bit. I see a smile finding its way to her lips. Soft and reluctant, it betrays her. Which is like, not like any like bad way, it's just like, because when you get so used to like all the expressions that characters have, so when like a new one pops up, it's like, wait, whoa, you could do that? I see a smile finding its way to her lips. Soft and reluctant, it betrays her. But it's there, and that's all I need to see. Well, that's enough of that. You ready to start with the project? Sure. Nice. Nice. Guess who's back? Back again. Welcome back, Flowey. Flowey's back. Tell a friend. Is that an Eminem song? I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of thinking of like, what is it? I think it's a Black Clover opening that also does the like guess who's back thing. So I believe she has only once or twice. Okay, okay. So with that expression is what you mean. Okay, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, yes. You know, sometimes I love reading chat and forgetting what the context of what people are responding to is. Very funny. I came back and I don't only have one line this stream, I remembered. I love her eyes. Welcome back. It is an Eminem song. Okay, okay. That's what I was pretty sure of. But at the same time, I've never really been too big into rap, so I was like, I don't know. So I'm glad that everyone else knew what it was from. But welcome back, everyone. Mina and I arrive at Jen's football game minutes before it starts. We enter the bleachers holding hands. Oh, that was from the game. That was from the game. The little I thought that was like something in my house. That scared the crap out of me. Huh. It's easy to spot Rio. Her green-tipped hair clearly stands out. She notices us at the same time and waves us down with both of her arms flailing about. I just look over and I just see not the hat. No, listen, Flowey, you missed it. You missed it. Like this entire stream, Rio's been all over the place without any hats on. You missed it. Mina drags me behind her as she rushes up the stairs to Rio's row. I almost trip but manage to catch myself. Mina lets go of my hand and we hug each other. And we hug Rio. Are Jen and Ray out there? Yeah, they are both starting. Oh, there they are. Mina points them out on the field for me. They are near the center of the field. The game begins. Ray immediately gains possession of the ball and takes it downfield. Off to a great start. I take the time to look around the bleachers. The seats are surprisingly full today. Obviously, I don't think this is an issue. It's just super funny to say like very full today, and then you just see all this. I understand, like, that's just how like visual novels are, but whenever a moment like that pops up in a visual novel, it just makes me giggle. I'm glad people are here to support our team. I'm going to the concession stand. You want anything, Rio? No, I'm fine, but thank you. Of course. How about you? Oh, I'll just go with you. Oh, it's fine. You can stay with Rio. No, it's okay. I want to go with you. Okay. I reach for Mina's hand as we walk to the concession stand. Once it's our turn, Mina scans her phone and then selects our drinks. We watch the bots pull various levers before they place 3 cups in front of us. 3 drinks? Well, Rio said she didn't need anything, but I still feel like I should get her some water. Oh, that's sweet of you. At first, Mina tries to carry all 3 drinks by herself. Oh, I'll take 2 of these. I grab my drink as well as Rio's water. Oh, thank you. Of course. I carry both drinks in one hand, so I can still hold Mina's hand again as we walk back towards the bleachers. You could just hold one drink in each hand, you know? We don't have to hold hands. Oh no, is Mina starting to get, like, overwhelmed by Aspen? That's okay. I want to hold your hand. Well, just be careful not to drop them. I got them, no worries. Yeah, she's definitely starting to get a little overwhelmed by Aspen. Yeah. We make our way back to the bleachers. After placing my drink next to my seat, I hand Rio her water. Huh? What's this? Oh, it's just water. Oh, well, thank you. Well, I don't want to take credit. It was Mina's idea. Thanks, Mina. It just felt weird for us to... It just felt weird to me for us to get a drink and you be drinkless, you know? We all focus our attention on the field. Over the next 20 minutes, Jen, Ray, and their teammates run up and down the field dozens of times. Dude, that do be football, though. That do be football pretty hard. No, I didn't realize they blink. Oh, you didn't realize that the characters blink? Yeah. Oh, gee, look, actual people and a shadow demon. Wait, what? Never mind 2 demon shadows? What are you saying? What are you talking about? Sorry, I was having weed. No, you're fine. You're good. Seaweed. Okay, well, anyways. Oh, hi, Goku. I've never really realized until now how much endurance is needed to play this game. It's impressive. It reminds me of Ray's comments about her lung capacity back during the autumn party. So, how are you 2 doing? I'm doing great. We've been able to spend a lot of time with one another. Yeah, plus I won't have as much work to do during the respite. I'm so happy to have a break from doing work. I'm glad that she isn't busy for the next 2 days. I'm excited to spend even more time with her. Or time together. How about you, Rio? I'm doing well. Been working on my art, though I still haven't finished our statistics project. Jen and I worked on it yesterday for a little over an hour at the library. We had a nice moment together there. I've been thinking a lot about her lately. Oh? This is surprising. Is something the matter with Jen? Yeah, I don't think I've talked to you 2 about it, but Jen and I both have feelings for Chloe. You have feelings for Chloe too? Did you talk to Jen? I do have feelings for Chloe, yes. And I've talked to both Jen and Chloe, actually. I suppose Jen told you she likes Chloe. Yep. You talked to Chloe as well? What did she say? Well, Chloe likes both of us. Oh my god. This is huge news, Rio. This is good news. We can finally be bees. It was a Crunchyroll ad? Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair. How are you going to manage all of this? I'm not entirely sure. There's still a lot of communication that needs to be... Wait. That needs to occur between us? Oh, is it supposed to be saying occur between us? Hang on. Let me just check. Occur. Wait, nope. They're planning on going to Princeton correspondence on undergraduate research. That that's the plan. That's the plan. Fuck. Hey, it's all good. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. No spelling error? No. They're going to Princeton. Fixed. Awesome. I can't see. Well, exactly. So you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. I'm not entirely sure. Hang on. Oh, we read that part. I'm not too worried about it. I think things will turn out the way they are supposed to. Because of the ad about... That's the second time you've gotten one of those. So, have you done anything with Chloe? Mia seems to thrive on love life drama. Rio appears bashful, narrowing her eyes while pondering Mina's question. If you mean physically, which I think you do, then yes, we made out. What? When did this happen? Oh. A decade and a half ago, I guess? Mia's expression Dude, wait. Doing decades instead of weeks is so base, though. Because, like, just being able to say a decade and a half ago is, like, so much easier than trying to be like, a week and a half ago. Because, like, it's not as precise. Like, you have to be like, well, is that, like, 3 or 4 days for the half part? Whereas this, it's just 5 every time. Wait. I didn't realize that this was the best. I didn't realize that decade is the way to do it. Huh? What part you hun? What's up? Are you talking about decade? It means 10 days. Mina's expression shifts, a flicker of something between surprise and disappointment crossing her face as she sighs. Her eyes narrow and she seems to be processing everything Rio has said up to this point. I'm sorry. I still need to occasionally remind myself to not feel so entitled to details. I trust that you'll tell me things if you feel like it. Sorry, Rio. It's okay. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm sorry, Mina. I sometimes forget you like to hear about these sorts of things. I want to make it clear that me not telling you isn't a reflection of my trust in you, or lack thereof. I didn't think to tell anyone about it. It was just a thing that happened. However, with that being said, the crowd suddenly roars and applauds. We all look towards the field and notice Jen, Ray, and the other Silver Sire players celebrating. We all stand and clap for our team. I suppose we should have paid more attention to the game, but when Rio is talking about something like this, how could we? We take our seats again as the crowd settles down. So... Mina tilts her head and gives Rio a side-eye, probably hoping she'll pick up on where she left off. Of course. Well, Jen made out with Chloe. We are dazed in silence for a moment, processing what Rio said. It's harder for me to imagine Jen making out with Chloe than it is to imagine Rio doing the same. Okay, deep breaths. Deep breaths. Mina unexpectedly giggles. Sorry, I'm exaggerating my coping because I think it's funny, you know? Sorry, that got me. That got me good. You know, I think I'm growing to it very strangely. The hat. It's confusing. Darkbender 0, did you drug me? No, you can't prove that. How many zeros are an octillion? 8, right? Wait, no. No. It's not 8. Oh, many zeros in... well, hang on. Octillion. Good lord, what? 48 zeros. Okay, sure. What? Hang on, can I ask why you brought that up? 47, I think. The answer I got on Google was 48, which is crazy. Oh, damn, I was way off. You were so much closer than I was, though. You were so much closer. I thought it was... The first thing I guessed was 8 until I actually thought it. I was like, wait, no, it's not. That's the 10 millions. Or I guess it would be 100 millions because there'd be, like, the number in front and then the 8 zeros after. But regardless, you were closer than I was. Mina is so based. Wait, they what? What did they do? Weird. Siri is telling me that's 27. Wait. Did I just get lied to blatantly by Google? Hang on. How many zeros in octillion? Wait, what the wait. Oh, hang on. So this is... You have to take this with a grain of salt. I was reading off of the AI overview. I hate the AI overview because it's usually wrong. But an octillion has 27 zeros in American/international system. But the British has long scale system, and octillion has 48 zeros. That's what I read. I think that that's wrong. Let me... Octillion. Followed by... Wait, no, hang on. Actually, no. Merriam-Webster. No, that is how it is. Wait, why is that? Why is that how that is? Octillion is a number equal to 1 followed by 27 zeros. Also, British, a number equal to 1 followed by 48 zeros. And that's Merriam-Webster that's telling us that. What do you mean? What do you mean? I think Google is lying to you. No, it looks like... Why would we do that as a species? Why would we ever do that? Be like, yes, in international and US version, it's 27. In the British long form, it's 48. What do you mean by that? Shouldn't it be the same worldwide? Oh yes, I was right. Yeah, no, you were spot on. You were spot on. That is really weird. The fuck? I don't know. Because I feel like, do we have anything else like that? Because like, millions the same across the board. Billions the same across the board. You know, trillion, sextillion. You know, like, it goes on and on and on, and they're all the same across the board. Except for that one, it looked like. That's really stupid. That's really dumb. But anyways. Thank you for giving us that bit of trivia there, Flowey. Now we all know that the British less long form is wrong. But this is wild news. This is good news. I'm still a little baffled by Jen and Chloe's relationship, given how the beginning of the semester went. Rio releases a short giggle as her shoulders ease. Yeah, things did not start off well between them. The crowd roars yet again. This startles us since we aren't really paying attention to the game. We stand to cheer. The Silver Sire players run around the field with arms held high and yelling excitedly. 2 goals back to... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was about to be like, oh, silly Aspen. They're playing football. It's not goals, it's touchdown. And then I realized, wait, no. This is European. They're playing football. Oh my gosh. Like they're playing soccer. Oh my gosh. I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. Anyways. The fact that the order of Illions goes in units is M1, by 2, try 3, quad 4. 2 goals. By goals. You know, you two really just like laid up into each other with that one. That was perfectly well done on your part. Let's go. So, you and Chloe like each other. Jen and Chloe also like each other. Yep. Well, how about you and Jen? Mina seems to be jokingly asking the question, but Rio looks away and her face turns red. Well, Jen and I were... Well, Jen and I... We are also close. I don't know why that one was so hard for me. Bifold. Oh my gosh, dude, my favorite visual novel. Bifold. That's crazy. Oh wait, hang on. Flowey also just said that exact same thing. Hang on, that's actually awesome. I never mentioned this before, but back in secondary school, Jen and I fooled around. My jaw drops. Mina has a similar reaction. How has Jen never told me about this? I love Jen dearly. I've always wanted to be her partner. The pieces just never fell into place. Mina slumps down in her seat again. This is all so much. One surprise after another. Did you know? Does she know? I had no idea either. Could you explain more about the history between you two? What's the story? Well... Rio then goes on to explain the situation. She explains how Jen and Ezren started their partnership not long after they had sex. She eventually approached Jen a while after she split up with Ezren. Rio mentions how Jen shut down the conversation. Finally, she explains how sad she had felt, believing that Jen regretted what had happened between them. Rio didn't bring it up again. Oh, now it makes sense why you never talked about it. Wait, hang on. I actually clicked it, did I? No, I didn't. I thought 2 lines went past. That was might be. That sounds so sad. It was sad. We went so long without communicating about it. Then, not too long ago, she brought it up in conversation, and we were able to talk about it. There are still things that haven't yet been said, things that still need to be discussed. I just don't want to force the conversation on her. Especially since this is new territory for her. I know she's scared. What do you mean? Jen isn't familiar or even comfortable with the feelings she's having at the moment. I don't think Jen has ever imagined herself having romantic feelings for 2 people at once, let alone partnering with 2 people. Also, Rio begins to look a little distressed. She slowly rubs her hands together. She's plotting. I'm not going to ask you to hide anything, but Jen is still struggling with this. So if you want to talk to her about it, I'd ask you to only bring it up with her privately for her sake. Okay, Rio, I won't bring it up. Same, no worries. Rio's expression softens, a subtle relief crossing her face as she sees we're both on the same page. I can't keep my mind from drifting to my reoccurring worries about Mina. I know she's also capable of being in love with more than one person at once. Is this something I'll have to worry about someday? Could I manage to cope with a situation like that? I gently squeeze Mina's hand. Our eyes meet and she smiles at me. I think things will turn out okay, Rio. As long as Jen has you, she'll be alright. Thanks, Mina. The remainder of the game seems slow compared to the excitement of the early game. The only goal scored during the first 15 minutes of the game, Silversire wins 2-0. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the most realistically portrayed soccer game of all time. The amount of times I'll see stuff where it's like, oh yeah, this soccer game, it's like 30-29, and it's like, that's... Listen, have you ever seen like a professionally played soccer game or like college level soccer game? At most, 5 goals across the board, you know what I mean? As the team shakes hands, the crowd applauds one last time. We make our way down the bleachers and onto the field to see Ray and Jen. I read that backwards. The way they wave us down and we weave through the crowd to reach them. Mina looks like she's about to hug Jen, but catches herself just as Jen holds her hand up. Nope, you're right. I forgot. My mistake. Exactly. Other than Rio, we all laugh. She wasn't here during the last game, so she doesn't get the reference. Nevertheless, she doesn't seem to mind. Great job, you two. Thanks. That game was closer than it might have seemed. Yeah, they got so close. They got so close to scoring so many times. Lady Luck was kind to us today. I'm sure your win cannot be wholly attributed to luck. Silversire is on top for a reason. Very true, Rio. A little luck can be helpful, but the main factor is we are badasses. Hell yeah, we are. I'm happy for you both. Yeah, yes we are. So, what do you all have planned for this evening? I plan on working on my painting some more, but I'm okay with painting later if you want to hang out. I don't have plans either. What were you thinking? Wait, she has no plans? Oh, I thought... Huh? Wait, did we have something planned? Oh, I guess not technically. I just figured we'd hang out. Oh, There's a brief, awkward silence. I want to ask Mina more clarifying questions, but instead I choose to defuse the situation. I mean, we can hang out tonight with everyone, of course. Oh, okay, great. Oh yeah, no, this is definitely something that Aspen and Mina need to, like, figure out. You know? Nice. Let's celebrate our victory. We make plans to head to Old Town this evening. I still feel a little disappointed. I'd like to spend more time with Mina, just the 2 of us. However, this is a celebratory moment for Jen and Ray. I guess I should be thinking about them. Yeah, they gotta get that figured out. Hang on. We need to make a running gag replacing 2 with bye. Oh yeah, just in every situation. They, bye, had the same joke. Nice. So I guess you can say Jen is saying she wants both of them. And later she's going to say, why not both? Wait, actually, that's so true. That's so true. So I guess you can say, wait, hang on. Lady Luck helped the buy of them. Oh wait, that's why it's called bisexual, because they're attracted to... Yeah, it's just... It's not that they're attracted to both genders, it's that they're attracted to more than one gender in that... Yeah, literally, yeah. Sorry, I should have just read the socials message directly below it, because it's just that. So, exactly. I arrive in Old Town and spot Jen, Allie, and Ray across the road. Oh, I don't know. I mean, no, that's totally fine to me, as long as we're, like, again, open to learning about it, essentially. Hey, Rio, over here. I crash into Jen, giving her a big hug. Sorry for being late, everyone. Nah, you're only 10 minutes late. No biggie. Oh, God, I wish I knew more people like that. The amount of people who get upset. I think it's just, like, American culture of, like, people who get upset with other people for being as much as, like, 2 to 5 minutes late is insane. I greet both Allie and Ray with a hug. Yo! Oh my gosh, it feels like it's been forever since we saw Allie. And got a classic yo from her. It's good to see you, Allie. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I've been busy with academy projects and the temple. I'm sorry. It's okay. I know you're busy. Where are Aspen and Mina? I'm not sure. They should have been here by now. They haven't messaged the group chat either. Maybe they're busy? Ray wiggles her eyebrows suggestively. Oh. I guess that's possible. Oh, she got blushy. Never mind. I guess that's possible. Should we wait a little longer? Yeah, a few more minutes at least. We stay at the bus stop for another 5 minutes. After a while, my phone vibrates and I hear Jen and Ray's phones chime. We watch as Jen pulls out her phone and after a short moment of reading. Aspen said they aren't coming. Oh no, they're so having a fight or something right now. Aww. I really wish they could have joined us. All six of us have never hung out before. Jen looks disappointed. She takes a slow breath, shaking it off and getting excited again. Well, let's get going. Where are we going? Oh, I didn't think that far ahead. I figured we walk around till we see a place we want to get dinner. Sounds good to me. We start wandering around the Old Town area. Jen and Ray already seem to be having a great time celebrating. It looks like Jen might have pre-gamed. I want to check in with Jen and Ray, just in case they need any help later. I don't bother asking Allie because I know she doesn't drink alcohol and only uses psychoactive substances. Entheogenically. I think that's how you say that. I think that's how you say it. I speed up to catch them, encouraging Allie to join me. Did either of you pre-game? I just want to make sure so I can be there to help if you need it. We microdose, but not enough to do much. Okay, I just wanted to check in. Thanks for asking, Rio. Sure. The walkways are crowded as we stroll around. I see another group of people head towards us and I shift to avoid colliding with anyone. I turn my body, squeezing closer to Jen to evade the oncoming group. The back of Jen's arm bumps my chest, and my hands end up on her back. I notice Jen looking at me and our eyes meet. Oh, sorry, I just wanted to avoid the crowd. It's okay, no worries. Jen turns her head away from me. I can still see that her cheeks are red. I want to tell her that she's cute, but I refrain from doing so in front of the others. I'm envious of Aspen. Huh? What do you mean? Because she's with Mina. Do you remember when I asked you if Mina was available and you told me she was off limits? I do remember. I also remember telling you someone else wanted to partner with her. Of course, and that someone ended up being Aspen. I mean, I'm happy for Aspen and all, but Mina is really cute, and it would be nice to be partnered. What kind of person are you most interested in, Ray? Well... What? First thing that comes to mind is someone who's submissive. Oh yeah, I was about to say I don't think we've heard about this before, but I'm like, no, I think we have. I think we have. The first thing that comes to mind is someone submissive. I have a soft spot for a person who is sweet and eager to please. No one says anything at first, but then Jen chimes in. I guess that shouldn't be a surprise given what you said at the autumn party. Yeah, that. Well, Allie wasn't there. That is true. Care to repeat what you said, Ray? Ray giggles a little at Jen's request. Really? Well, now I'm curious. All I said is I like to be on top. I like to take control. Now Allie is in the loop about Ray being a dominatrix. Well, I didn't say all of that. And even if that were true, are you kink shaming me, Jen? Ray's response makes us all laugh. Even Allie chuckles a little. No, not at all. To each their own, after all. Anyway, to actually answer your question, Rio, I tend to be attracted to people who are cheerful, funny, and kind. Well, it makes sense that you'd be attracted to Mina then. True, but Mina is in an exclusive relationship with Aspen, so no touchy. Hey, I know they're exclusive, don't worry. Good. I chuckle at Jen's playful teasing. It's nice to see everyone having a good time. We continue strolling through the well-lit walkways. The atmosphere is lovely, and I'm glad to be spending time with my friends. Eventually, Ray points towards a restaurant. Oh, this place is good. I went here a few months ago. They serve traditional-style food. Let's get dinner here. Okay, sure. Sounds good to me. We all look towards Allie. It takes a moment for her to realize we are waiting for her response. Oh, yeah, this will do. Hell yeah, let's do it. Wait. Yeah, Americans are just assholes? No, agreed. Just specifically with, like, late and on-time culture, because it's also the same thing with, like, jobs. Like, the amount of times I've been, like, working somewhere where someone gets in trouble for being, like, 3 minutes late, and it's like, hey, dog, boss, it's like, what if they got stuck in traffic for a while? Like, how are they supposed to control that? It's like that type of thing. Like, yes, like, sure, if someone's, like, 30 minutes late just because they didn't want to, like, get ready and come to, like, when you were, like, planning it, that's different. But if it's, like, legitimately, like, they're just a little late because traffic kind of screwed them over, or they start getting ready a few minutes late, it's like, relax, chill, calm down. Darkwinder, how's your day? I'm assuming it was like a 4 out of 10. Just guessing. See, that's oddly specific. How did you guess that's how my day was going, huh? How'd you do that, devil? Huh? Your movies still suck, Ray. Okay, we got that joke out now. I now remember why I hate the hat. Why do you hate the hat? What do you mean? But that's a Star Wars joke? Oh my gosh, no, that is a Star Wars joke, because I just remembered the huge Star Wars talk that we had. I remember why I hit the hat now. Submissive? Ray, I definitely am not. Weird that you had to put those into 2 different messages if you're not. That's weird. Because I'm flowy, I've said it before. You know what? Fair enough. That's fair. Oh. We enter the restaurant and reference the seating displays. There is a table for 4 available just near the entrance. We take our seats, wrapping around the sides, and begin to look at the menus on the displays in the table. Hell yeah. They're... Oh, how do you pronounce that word? Maltashen? Maltashen? Maltasheen. Maltasheen. Looks delicious. Maltasheen? Oh, don't worry. The meat is cultured. It says right here. Did you just call me the devil? No, the devil called you the devil. Oh, well, thanks for letting me know, but that's not what I meant. You missed it. Oh, you're right. I got distracted. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Malta shit. That would have been so embarrassing. We click on every single notification except for one. How embarrassing. Maltashen is a dumpling typically made with egg, spinach, onions, breadcrumbs, and herbs. Beef or pork, cultured or otherwise, are often included. Excellent, excellent. That does sound very good. And thank you again. I was going to ask if it was boiled or baked. Oh, it says baked. Okay, thanks. Allie and I are vegetarians and don't eat real meat, which I assume, which is, I assume, the reason Jen included the information about cultured meat. I like baked Malteshen, but I'm drawn to something else on the menu. I'm excited to try their Eintopf. I haven't had it in years. Okay. Eintopf is one pot stew or soup typically made with a combination of vegetables, cultured kielbasa, and sometimes legumes, like lentil. I need a, okay, this is just teaching me that I need to start looking up into like more foreign foods. Legumes like lentils or beans. I'm excited to try their Eintopf. I haven't had it in years. We complete our orders and the display in our table. Wait, and the displays in our table dims. Okay, I missed the S in display. So, what did you get the last time you were here, Ray? To be honest, I don't remember. Maybe it was the Sauerbraten. Sauerbraten. Yeah. Sauerbraten is a pot of roast and is a pot roast. I struggle to say that. The meat marinates in vinegar, along with onions, cloves, pepper, corn, and bay leaves. It is often served with potatoes and red cabbage. Nice. Yeah, I don't remember. I got the potato pancake this time. Potato pancake? Is that a real thing? Potato pancake. What? Wait, these look yes? These look delicious. Okay, I'm just gonna hit a little bookmark really quick on that. Just so I have these recipes for later. Show, y'all want to see them? All right, I'll put them up. Here, let me go, like, let me get a good picture of them. Here, yeah, I'll grab this one. This one looks awesome. Okay. Whamp. You should Google the recipe? Never mind. Wait, what do you mean, never mind? Here you go. Wait, hang on, I need to, wait. Why? Oh, hang on, there we go. Potato pancakes. Look at that. That looks delicious. Oh my gosh. You know, I need to stop streaming visual novels. They just make me so hungry. They make me so hungry to read. Ah, excellent. Alright, anyways. Those actually look really good. No, they do. Like, ooh. Sorry, by the way. This is just gonna be the rest of the stream. Is just us looking at potato pancakes. Ooh, this one looks like a pizza. Anyways. Back to the actual topic at hand here. Oh, freak, but they look great. They look awesome. Wait, also, hang on, what's going on? Oh, they're vegan? Oh, crap, I've got to get out of here. Vegetarians and vegans are different things. Still, my point still stands. Maybe it was the Sauerbraten. Yeah, I don't remember. I got the potato pancakes this time. I ordered the Eintopf. That's what I got. So, Allie, what have you been up to? Rio says she hasn't seen you in a while. I've been working out of town on the Oder farm for most of the decade. It's a project I need to complete for one of the agricultural courses I'm taking. Oh wait, hang on, I have the YouTube side pulled down here. Let me pull that back up really quick. Just so I'm not ignoring everyone. Wop. I only like to do that sometimes. There we go. I want potato pancakes. I do too. As Ray continues to talk to Allie, I glance at Jen across from me and catch her looking at me. When I catch her eye, she quickly drops my gaze. She appears bashful, her cheeks flush. I can't help but smile. Jen is so cute. I'm curious what she's thinking about. You must be nervous, at least a little bit, right? Talking in front of 100 people and leading a meditation? As much as I want to say I'm fine, I'm not doing myself any favors by ignoring my anxiety, so, Yes, I am nervous. But I'll just accept that and continue on. I know it'll be okay. God, I wish I could be that cool. I wish I could do that. You'll do great, Allie. I know it. Thanks, Jen. So, Rio, how's your statistics course going? It's going well, actually. Thanks to all the help I got this semester, I feel like I understand better than I did before. Plus, the professor has us doing something that uses everything we've learned up to this point, without adding new material. Which I appreciate, because in the beginning, I felt like we were getting slammed by all new information all the time. Yeah, it came at us so fast, but the course has slowed down, which is great. We've definitely caught up. I'm glad to hear that. I feel like we should make Aspen a thank you card or something. That's a good idea. I know her course load is difficult, and she still took the time to help us with a class she took years ago. It's settled then. Let's make her a card. We'll get Mina to sign it too. You all. Ray starts to laugh. What's your problem? No, that's not it. You're all just so wholesome. I'm so happy to be in your friend group. As Ray continues speaking, her voice grows quiet and her expression subdued. I just never had friends like you all before. I feel like I've really been missing out. Oh, well, you're with us now, Ray. We're glad to have you be a part of our group. Jen and Allie nod in agreement. Ray's eyes meet each of ours in a brief moment before she smiles. Thanks. Damn it, I'm not gonna cry right now. Jen and I giggle a little at Ray. Hug, I get emotional every time I microdose. I usually do too. Do you feel it? A little bit, yeah. But I feel great. At this point, the table beeps, notifying us that our food is coming. Oh, give us pictures of the food, please. A robotic cart rolls around the corner with our plates. We grab our food, and the bot returns to the back. For the most part, we are quiet as we eat. Just a few comments here and there. When we finish our food, we signal the bot to come to the table. No, I wanted to see the food. Once it arrives, we clean up and send the bot on its way. Wait, I have to get up in 5 hours? Why do you have to get up in 5 hours? If you don't mind me asking, obviously. Because that sounds awful. 5 hours for me is going to be 11 p.m. That is terrible. It's actually still pretty early, too. What joke have I not done? I wouldn't cry unless a character died. Plane. Brother, what? Oh, you have a plane to catch? Oh, is that what you mean? Like you have somewhere that you're flying somewhere like really early in the morning, I guess? See, okay, that's fun, that's fun. At least it's for like a good reason. When it's like at 2 a.m., oh, I hate that. I'm so sorry. But again, at least it's for something fun. So I hope you're having I hope you'll have a good time with wherever you're going. Cause waking up at 2 a.m., it better be good. It better be for something good. I usually stay up until then anyway. So you usually stay up till 2 a.m., but then you sleep. But this time you definitely need to sleep before 2 a.m. so then you actually get some sleep in you so then you can stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself. But yeah, no, I hope it's all worth it. That was so good. I haven't slept for 24 hours. I'm fine. No. Smack. Bad. No. Sleep. Take care of your body and your brain. Please. Please. Oh. Dude, hang on. I need to move some stuff over because some stuff is blinding me. No. Well, you know, I tried. Listen, it's your life. I'm not gonna tell you how to. I'm not gonna force you to live any way you don't wanna. All right. I'm not gonna do nothing about it. If you want to do that, that's you know your choice. That was so good. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have ate that last bit. I'm stuffed. I could barely finish mine as well. As we walk, we end up passing by the Star and Still. I see Jen looking in that direction as we pass it. Jen notices Ray looking at her with a cheeky expression and quickly turns away, appearing guilty. Oh, I saw you. There's no denying it. Did you want to see if Chloe is there? Nah, no need. If you say so. I laugh at Jen and she turns a smile at me. I return her smile with one of my own and start walking a little closer to her. Jen looks down towards the ground before closing her eyes as we walk side by side. I notice Ray looking at me. She smiles and winks. Ray grabs Allie's hand and slows her pace, pulling Allie with her. So, Allie... As Ray engages Allie in conversation, Jen opens her eyes. Heya. Hey. Thanks for coming out to celebrate with us tonight. Of course, Jenny. I wind my eyes, afraid to glance at Jen. Rio. Sorry. Jen sighs, but says nothing else of my slip-up. Maybe she's becoming okay with it. As we walk, our hands collide and our fingers entangle briefly. Oh, sorry. She shifts slightly, putting a few more centimeters between us. I close the gap again, not wanting her to move away from me. Jen looks at me, somewhat confused at first, but I think she's aware of what I'm doing. I grab her arm with mine, pulling her closer to me, and lean my head on her shoulder. I love like the characters are like actually doing stuff in the background whenever like two characters are talking and there's more people in the scene, they're always usually doing something. Like the fact that she's like bumped Allie and was like, look at this, check this out, oh my gosh. Like, that's funny. Also, you could only use like this one of Ray as a reaction of like, oh my gosh, what she's pointing at over here. You know, if you just had like the transparent PNG of her. I can't see her reaction, but she doesn't resist. Jen's body is warm, her skin smooth against my arm. I enjoy the lingering scent of her shampoo, faint cedar and amber. We walk another minute or two before I let go, remaining close to her. I turn to look at her, and see her blushing face smiling back at me. She glances my way, lips forming a Oh! Redeemed hydrate? Oh, thank you, thank you. I literally cannot sleep at all. It's too hot down here. Have you not, like, adjusted to it in the last eternity you spent down there? I'll sleep on the plane and on the hour drive to the nearest airport. I mean, I guess if that's what you want to do, dog, you do you, bruv. Oh, also I needed a good stretch. That felt awesome. She glances my way, lips forming silent words. I unfortunately can't tell what she's saying. She tries again, but I don't understand. She smiles and rolls her eyes at me. Before I can ask her to elaborate, Ray interrupts. Hey, let's go to the square and see if anyone is playing music tonight. Sure, sounds fun. There's a section of the square where musicians often play, and there tend to be stalls set up around this time of night. Ray pushes slightly and jogs ahead of us. She seems to have a lot of energy. Jen takes the bait and charges ahead towards Ray. Ray turns around to see Jen running in her direction, and they begin to race towards the square. Things seem to be working out between you two. I think so. At least I hope so. What do you mean? Eventually we'll talk about what's going on between us and Chloe. I'm not sure how Jen will take it. Regardless, I'll be there for her. I know you love each other. I hope it works out for all three of you. Me too, Allie. Thanks for all your help. You probably talked to Jen as well. I'm sure you are aware of her struggles. I know Jen benefits from your wisdom, as do I. I appreciate you. I love the appreciation in this game. The fact that people just let each other know when they're appreciated is just like, please, please, more of this. First, Allie stays silent as we watch Jen and Ray run into the crowd ahead of us. I think I get a lot out of trying to be helpful. I feel like part of my identity comes from it. And that's when Rio's saying that, like, dog, I didn't ask. Like, what? I try my best, and I suppose I manage to say the right thing on occasion. But without people to help, I wouldn't have that, so in a roundabout way, you all being in my life and asking for my help helps me too. Well, then we have quite the synergistic friendship. I put my arm around Allie and give her a hug. I know she isn't too fond of physical affection, but she doesn't pull away from me. Allie and I weave through some people to get closer to the square. Jen and Ray are just ahead of us, watching a classical jazz band play. Once we join them, Ray looks at me with a joyful smile on her face. I wrap my arm through hers and lean against her. She doesn't hesitate to lean on me too. Aw, cute. For the rest of the evening, we enjoy our time walking around Old Town and talking with one another. stopping to listen to any music being played around the area. I'm glad I got to come here and celebrate with Jen tonight. Nice, nice. Oh!
A force to face tumultuousness, the motivation needed to dance. A teacher bestows its lessons, revealing wisdom found nowhere else.
Oh my gosh, we're in the final act. We're in the final act of the story. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Ooh, we're so close to the end. I'm so scared for how this is all gonna turn out. I'm just scared. Listen, whenever it starts like getting towards the end, I get like scared of like, oh no. Oh, because like not only is it like, oh no, this thing I like is almost over, but it's like, ooh, and endings are so hard. I feel like endings are like really hard to like really like nail down. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mike, I didn't mean to bump you. Endings are really just hard to like fully and truly like nail down, you know? That's why like a lot of people like tend to be like dissatisfied with endings. So once we just like start ramping up towards it, I get mixed with a feeling of like excitement at seeing how the ending is going to be handled and apprehension at seeing how the ending is going to be handled, essentially. So I'm excited and nervous. Oh my gosh. They are good friends. They are good friends. I agree. Endings are kind of hard. They are like a lot of endings are like not like that well done. That's why like I've talked about it before, but in recent memory, the two things with the two best endings I've seen in a long time, excuse me, is The Owl House. When I saw that, I was like, regardless of the fact that this was canceled and cut short, or I guess it was just cut short, not necessarily canceled, the ending, flawless, perfect in every way. And then the ending of Epic the Musical, as soon as it got to like the ending, I was like, wait, no, this is like one of the best endings I've seen in like a decade, essentially. It feels like that. So like, I feel like it's really hard to just like wrap up the story in a satisfying way, you know? I don't speak German. Can someone translate? I honestly still don't have a pun for Allie. Yeah? You don't have a pun for Allie? I feel absolutely nothing about Allie, but she's so cool. Except for the time I got beat in one. That was stupid. That was dumb. That did actually happen. The shadow demons are back. It's the final countdown. Da-na-na-na-na. Yeah, it's kind of hard to nail an ending. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you can pull it off, that's why I think people like if you pull off like a great ending, it leaves such a good taste in your mouth. But like for me, like if an ending isn't that good, I don't really hold it that much against the thing, depending on how great the journey up to it was. But if the ending is like terrible, then obviously I feel otherwise. But I feel like a good ending really brings everything together. Because I was also thinking about like to keep talking about Silent Hill 2, because I love Silent Hill. The ending of Silent Hill 2, like, despite the problems I had with the game, the ending was so incredibly well done that it made everything I had like struggled through and not liked about the game feel worth it to get to it. I hope you enjoy the ending. Oh, I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will. It's just, again, the anxiety will always be there whenever I know we're getting close to the ending, but it's also, again, it still is excitement, so I hope I enjoy the ending, too. I probably will. Isn't hit the nail in the coffin a phrase people use? Yeah, it's sort of like when someone makes an excellent point that, like, really nails everything down, like best I shouldn't be saying nails everything down, but kind of like succinctly puts everything into perspective, like or like not necessarily like, how do I explain this? It's sort of like, oh no, this company is going out of business, and then they get hit with a really terrible day and bad reviews and yada yada, and that was the final nail in the coffin. So yeah, that is a phrase that people use. So hopefully I explained that okay. So I guess you could say like an ending is the final nail in the coffin of if people will enjoy it or not, but it's usually given in like a bad connotation, like under bad circumstances, essentially. So yeah, an ending is hard to hit the nail in the coffin. Yep, exactly. But I think with that being said, we are going to end it here, and I think that is a perfect place to end. I'm not going to lie. For some reason, I thought we were in Act 3. I don't know why I thought we were in Act 3 going into Act 4, but we were in Act 4 going into Act 5. So I think here's a perfect place to end, and we will be back in the next one. I don't think we're going to be able to finish in the next one, so we at most have 1 to 2 more of these streams left, it sounds like. So I'm very excited, and I hope everyone else is too. But for the upcoming week, quickly before I get off, Again, we're going to be doing, we're actually for realsies, faux show, gonna be finishing Twofold. We're not gonna do any preamble beforehand. We're just gonna get right into the game, go at it, finish Twofold, so it's actually done. So that's what we're gonna be doing. And then on Thursday, we're gonna be continuing on with A Tithe in Blood, probably definitely finishing up Act 1 and going into Act 2, which I'm very excited for. I've been hearing a lot. I haven't heard anything specific, but I've been hearing that it's very good. And then, yes, next Sunday we'll be starting at an earlier time to play more Why Not Both. So, yeah, with all that being said, thank you all so much for coming out tonight. See you later. See you later. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. And I'll see all you beautiful people in the next one. Bye-bye.